Can you pronounce these three letters correctly? They look simple, but they're some of the most commonly mispronounced letters by English learners around the world. Hi everyone, I'm Cheyenne and welcome to Fluency Fountain. I hope you're all having a peaceful day wherever you are. Because this is the first video of our free course, English Essentials, I want to start with something that seems simple but causes problems for so many English learners: the alphabet and pronunciation. Yes, the letters themselves. You might think I already know A, B, C, D, E, and so on, but honestly, even many intermediate students, people who speak pretty well, still mispronounce several letters or don't connect them to real spoken sounds correctly. So no matter your level, beginner or intermediate, stay with me until the end because you're going to learn exactly how each letter connects to real English sounds. I'll also share some important pronunciation tips that will help you sound clearer, more natural, and more fluent. So go ahead, grab your pen and notebook, take a deep breath, and let's get started. By the way, I've also got a free PDF of this lesson for you. I'll leave the link in the description below, or you can simply scan the QR code on the screen. Make sure you grab it. It's awesome. It wraps up everything we covered in today's lesson in one easy-to-follow guide. And did I mention? It's totally free. Let's begin with a key idea. In English, letter names and letter sounds are not the same thing. Take the letter B, for example. Its name is B, but the sound it makes is just B, as in bat. The same happens with almost every letter. So when we say the alphabet, we're saying the names of the letters. When we speak English words, we use their sounds. Understanding this difference helps you decode words, pronounce correctly, and spell accurately. All right, let's talk about vowels. A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Vowels are the music of English. They're produced with open airflow, meaning you don't block the air with your tongue or lips. That's why vowels feel smooth and continuous. But here's the interesting part. Even though we have 5 main vowel letters, English actually has around 20 vowel sounds. That's why the same letter can sound so different. For example, A can sound like A in cat, short and open. A in cake, long A. In father, wide and deep. In about, the relaxed schwa. So the mouth shape, tongue height, and lip position decide which vowel sound you're making. Vowels are the music, but consonants are the rhythm and structure of English. Consonant sounds are made by partially blocking the airflow with your tongue, lips, or teeth. For example, P and B, both made with the lips. The only difference? The sound vibration. Touch your throat, P, you feel no vibration. And then you say B, B, you feel the vibration. T and D. Tip of your tongue touches behind the teeth. K and G, made in the back of the mouth. So pay attention to where the sound happens, how long the air flows, whether your voice vibrates or not. These little details make your pronunciation sound natural and American sounding. Now, it's time for some real practice. We'll say the alphabet together from A to Z. And pay attention to mouth movement and sound quality. Pay attention to how I pronounce the letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Good. Now pause the video and practice saying them again. This time focus on matching my mouth shape. Okay, so pause and repeat. Now let's explore some of the letters that often cause confusion. Before we move on to the next and very important section, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying this lesson and finding it helpful, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming lessons. Thank you for being here. Now let's jump into the next section. All right, let's look at some of the trickiest letters and sounds in English. Listen carefully because these are some of the mistakes I hear almost every day from English learners. Let's start with the letter C. Most of us learn that C sounds like K, just like in cat, car, or clown. And that's absolutely true. But then one day, we see a word like city or scent, and suddenly we think, wait, why isn't it pronounced with a K sound? Well, there's actually a simple rule. When the letter C comes before E, I, or Y, it usually makes the S sound. For example, city, center, circle, cycle. Of course, English loves exceptions, but this rule works most of the time. So remember, C plus E, I, or Y, usually. That little rule will help you pronounce hundreds of words correctly. Now let's move on to G. Again, most learners think G always sounds like G, like go, game, or gift. And again, you're right. But just like the letter C, G also has two common pronunciations. When G comes before E, I, or Y, it often changes to the J sound. For example, giraffe, giant, ginger, gem. So here's another helpful rule. G plus E, I, or Y, often J. English pronunciation becomes much easier when you learn patterns like these, instead of memorizing every single word. Now, we're going to talk about two letters that many English learners find difficult. From my experience, I've noticed that these sounds can be especially challenging for many learners in East Asia. And those two letters are R and L. Don't worry if you've struggled with them before. Today, I'm going to show you how your tongue should move so you can start producing these sounds much more naturally. Let's start with R. Take a look at the picture on your screen. Notice the position of the tongue. Unlike many other sounds, your tongue does not touch the roof of your mouth. Instead, pull your tongue slightly backward. Curl the tip of your tongue upward a little. Keep a small space between your tongue and the roof of your mouth. Relax your lips or round them very slightly. Keep your jaw relaxed. The most important thing is this. Your tongue should not touch the tip of your mouth. Many learners accidentally touch the roof of the mouth, which changes the sound completely. Now, listen carefully. R, 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 R. Try to copy not only the sound, but also the tongue position. Take your time. It might feel strange at first, and that's completely normal. With practice, your muscles will gradually get used to the new position. Now, let's have a short practice together. Repeat after me. Right, rain, road, river, right. Excellent. Now let's try a famous tongue twister. Round and round, the rugged rocks, the ragged rascal ran. Start slowly. Focus on making every R clear. Then gradually increase your speed. Remember, clear first, fast later. Now let's move on to L. Compared with R, the L sound is actually much easier because this time your tongue does touch the roof of your mouth. Look carefully at the picture. To make a clear L sound, open your mouth slightly. Raise the tip of your tongue, touch the small ridge just behind your upper front teeth. Let the air flow around the sides of your tongue. Don't press too hard. Keep everything relaxed. Now listen. L, 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 L. Now let's practice some words together. Repeat after me. Light, love, lung, lucky, learn. Perfect. English actually has two versions of the letter L. The first is called the light L, which usually appears at the beginning of words like love, light, language, etc. The second is called the dark L, which usually appears at the end of words, like ball, school, beautiful. In the dark L, the back of your tongue rises slightly, making the sound deeper. Don't worry if that feels difficult right now. We'll study it in much more detail in a future lesson. Now let's have a short practice. Here's a tongue twister for you. Larry loves little lemons. Try saying it 5 times without stopping, then say it again a little faster. Clear first, fast later. And finally, let's talk about what I believe is the most important sound in English pronunciation, the schwa. If you've never heard that word before, congratulations! Today, you're about to learn something that changes the way many students hear English forever. The schwa is the relaxed sound. It's short, it's soft, and it's everywhere. In fact, it's the most common sound in the entire English language. When English speakers talk naturally, they don't pronounce every vowel clearly. Instead, many unstressed vowels become the schwa. For example, about. The first A sounds like a. Banana. The first and last A become a. Support. The U becomes a. The key idea is simple. When a syllable isn't stressed, its vowel often becomes the schwa. That's one of the biggest reasons native speakers sound so smooth and natural. If you pronounce every vowel strongly, your English may sound robotic or unnatural. Learning the schwa helps your speech become more relaxed, more connected, and much more fluent. And don't worry, we'll spend an entire lesson mastering the schwa later in this course. Every letter has its own personality, and sometimes it even has more than one job. The more you understand these patterns, the less you'll have to memorize. Instead of guessing how a word is pronounced, you'll start recognizing the rules behind it. That's exactly how confident English speakers are built, one sound at a time. Now, let's review what we learned today. Letter names are not the same as letter sounds. Each letter can represent more than one sound. Vowels carry the voice of English, consonants give it shape and clarity. When you combine them correctly, you create rhythm, melody, and articulation, the 3 pillars of great pronunciation. Try listening to short sentences, mimicking rhythm and stress. That shadowing technique helps your brain connect letters, sounds, and real speech naturally. And that's it for today's lesson. Remember, this is just the beginning of your pronunciation journey. Every great English speaker starts with a strong foundation, and today, you've taken your first step. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next lesson. And if you have any questions or thoughts, leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And make sure you share this video with your friends so they don't miss this wonderful free course and don't have to spend a lot of money on other courses. Thank you so much for learning with me today. Keep practicing, stay patient, and remember, small steps lead to big progress. I'll see you in the next lesson. This is Fluency Fountain, where English flows in confidence.